It's John here, and we are going to do 4Clojure problem number 30. This one is called compress a sequence, and it says write a function that removes consecutive duplicates from a sequence. So Leroy becomes Leroy, and 1 1 2 3 3 2 2 3 becomes 1 2 3 2 3. So it's not like a set where you don't have any duplicates. It just says any repeats need to go away. So this is basically a loop, so let's just write it as a loop. Alright, so we'll go to define function, no repeats, and we'll take in some sequence as an argument. So let's do a loop. We'll initialize our loop with the sequence S, we'll have the whole thing. And then we'll make an accumulator that will initialize to be empty. Alright, so let's start with our terminating condition. If S is empty, then we will return our accumulator. Otherwise, let's put in some logic here. Let's bind the variable same to whether whether the last of the accumulator is equal to the first of the sequence. Okay, so then we can go ahead and recur back, and what we'll do is we will pass in the rest of S. So we're going to drop the first part, push the rest back into the loop, and then we need to work on making our accumulator. So we are going to conj onto the accumulator, and then we'll put in the logic here. We're going to say if same, so if the last in the accumulator is the same as the first of our sequence, then we are just going to recur back with the accumulator. Otherwise, oops, let's do that differently. Okay, if they're the same, give back the accumulator. Otherwise, we're going to conj onto the accumulator the first of the sequence. Tidy up here. Alright, one more time. We have the sequence comes in. We initialize a loop with our sequence and an accumulator with an empty vector. If the sequence is empty, then we just return the accumulator. Otherwise, we're going to define a boolean here that says is the last in the accumulator the same as the first of the sequence coming in. Then we'll recur through our loop and we'll pass in the rest of S, and then we say if they are the same, then we basically just return the accumulator left alone. We don't return it, but we pass it into our loop left alone. Otherwise, we're going to conj onto that accumulator the first value in the sequence. So I think that'll work. Let's try it out. I think we want to just give that a function instead of defined function. And it worked, so thank you for watching.